home of the FIU Panthers, and today, this fan base eager to show everyone what the Panthers' home field advantage is all about. And this is the kind of game college football fans love, because they don't have to wait for the weekend for this Conference USA showdown. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs taking on the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs offense is on the field for the first time today. And this guy is a big-time star. Just an electricity follows him onto the field.
He's a workhorse too, Reese. This is a definition of a bell cow running back. He can carry the load for his offense and put his football team on his back.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And here comes the offense on second down. From the gun. Give on the inside. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? And to keep this opening drive going, they'll need to convert 31. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the tight end. Tackled immediately after the catch.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Makes his connection. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Hey, quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Quickly complete. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. The Bulldogs are on the move. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man, makes the grab. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Got it in the middle. It's Jean-Pierre. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The 11th play of this opening drive. They face a 3rd and short. The Panthers see them move the chains again.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll leave it with him. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. On the option. He'll toss it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Louisiana.
job by this offense. This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Panthers offense will go to work for the first time today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Luna. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Grabbed over the middle. It's Luna. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. So you didn't pick up the first down on the short game, but will the analytics sway them to go for it here on 4th down?
I think the analytics say go for it, Reese. Every single time, every situation now. It's only 1 yard to go, short yardage situation, man. I'm going to trust I can get that yard.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
He's got an open man. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And I really like when offenses attack over the middle of the field. Between the linebackers and the safeties, there's usually a soft area that you can usually have some success. And a really nice job by this offense taking advantage of those areas.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Looking for the end zone. And the pass hits, picked off. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick.
That's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Now on second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
And I don't care if I did it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down marker.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll try the right side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Woodside. Hard-hitting tackle.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback on the keeper. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter.
Loss of 4. Offense facing 4th down. Number 16, on to kick it away.
We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Louisiana Tech is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that one play.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He'll try the left side. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense grabs it, and they're taking it the other way. Touchdown, Panthers. Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone, Eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's got his man. At the 45, on his way. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Flips it out to the back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
That's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. He'll take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Caught near the sticks. It's Woodside. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
FIU set up with another first down. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
What a great job by the wide receiver getting the first down. We all see it, right? We're watching TV. We see the yellow line. You're like, don't you get to the first down. Great job knowing where the first down was, putting his head down, getting the first down.
On 1st and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. so close to cashing it in for this offense. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Caught over the middle, it's Allen. And they're able to make the tackle.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They keep attacking through the air. He's got it on the run. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
3rd and goal coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Panthers! I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Oh, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They march 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team has the ball teed up and they're about ready to go. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Throws to the wideout. Oh, so close to paying off the tip. Really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
Oh, man. The quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
He looks that one in nicely. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the 2nd quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now, holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you can really get dangerous in this ballgame.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
FIU will line up to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. The play-action fake. Unleashes it on the run. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Luna. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. He wants to throw. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Allen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. They're trying to get to it. Still on his feet at the 45. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
And the Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. They'll immediately call timeout.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
FIU mounting a threat in the red zone. He's back to throw on second down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
On first down from the 13-yard line. He's looking to throw it. He's got it on the move. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route running. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats, and he's shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw for it. Quarterback moving. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, FIU. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. He's looking to throw. Spits it out to the back. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. On the move, he fires. Complete downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. He's going to pass. Quarterback adapted. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida International. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. You have to wonder what the defense was thinking there. I mean, he just gashed them all by himself.
Right, and you think quarterback runs sometimes, but you can't think about it all the time. You got misdirection. There's so many things to look at. The quarterback can throw it, but when you got an athlete behind center that can do that, it's just frustrating. Too many things to try to stop.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Miami. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give from the gun. At midfield, he's got room. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
They'll leave it with the lone back. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And, guys, this is a great time to take a shot if you want on 2nd and short. Movement here from the tight end. After run, now throw. Finds the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after that. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up 4th down.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
He's brought down at the 41-yard line.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He tries to take the top off. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Bulldogs are flying down the field. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his feet to buy time. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
When you get that quarterback, he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll. You roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with them, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it, he's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, and made the big play.
Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out, where are my playmakers? Who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here?
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Here's the handoff. They get him down, but it's past the sticks, and it's a 1st down for FIU.
And those little chunks keep annoying the crud out of you when you're on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations, chewing up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that. Put you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number 1, we got to stop the run.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Red pass, it's complete. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Bully ball on 3rd and short. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
A 1st down for the offense. The give to the back. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gets it out fast. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
I don't know if the defense came into this one expecting the fullback to be a weapon catching the ball, but that play didn't look like they were ready for him. He catches it, turns it upfield for the 1st.
Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give him a 1st down. Louisiana Tech now has it in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Fires on the move. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're down 31-14. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw.
14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Oh, sick, nasty move, and he's loose. Nothing but green ahead. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Panthers. And the pummeling has started.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the 2nd level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Feeling some heat. Dances away. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off play action. Coming up, and here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll go to the ground. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
The Panthers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll put the tight end in motion. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Looking for the score. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And he's made one already, and this one ought to be cake from 21 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Caught. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. New set of downs after that completion.
That's a first down for the offense.
Leaves it with the running back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23.
Florida International, 41. Louisiana Tech, 21.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and get 6 points.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Caught in the backfield, it's Luna. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds his back in the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
3rd and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work.
Timeout, Louisiana Tech.
Line gets set, 1st down. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Hauls it in. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back the very first play.
And they knocked him down almost immediately.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. Now on the option. Quick toss. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now you get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably will, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Give to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments and find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over $100 on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
Right back to it. Thrust that arm out. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth.
Now, fourth down. Number 16, on to kick it.
You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things. But find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, dude, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.